Can I show her my mom?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not live from Santa Monica Boulevard. It's Open Mic Live with Sunda Grenway.
It's not open mic, darling. They fooled you. Once again, we're introducing you to the only show in Westwood on Wednesday. It's called Wacky Wednesday. That's right. Open micers are for other people, not us. We have a real show that we produce here with your producer, in fact, Erin McIntyre, who's here today, who's on the board helping us. Your divine diva of social media, the one, the only Jennifer Flores. Thank the Lord. And then I made it here somehow, some way. I don't know. But I did have an experience with my Ukrainian friggin' refrigerator repairman. Now, I'm going to tell you something. My kids have friends that come over sometimes during this woke time, and it was really hard. Because all I kept hearing about how evil white people were while they were eating my food. And it wasn't even my husband I was concerned with because he's Jewish. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the one that has that part that you talking about. Like, you know, suppose my sister comes over who doesn't, my sister's so wonderful. She's wonderful. But we're very opposite. Her husband, listen how opposite we are. Her husband wanted to get her a new ring. Because when they got married, he couldn't afford to buy her a nice engagement ring. He's a doctor. She says to me, I want a stove. I said, for what? You don't cook. She said, and I can't clean that stove. She said, I want a new stove. We have different, you know, so we have different mothers. So her mother's white, my mother's black. So she got a black sister, so I'm telling her what to look for. So let me tell you, I want you to go in the laundry. I want you to look on his shirt collar. I want you to look on his pants. I want you to look near his crotch area. You can't have no black sister. We tell everything what you're supposed to be doing. And then how to make grits, because grits stick. White people use potatoes. They stick too. That other stuff sticks too. What's it called? Not falafel. What's the other stuff? Quinoa? What is it?
Quinoa.
The other stuff, though. The pearls, couscous. Couscous. You know if you say one couscous, it's a bad word? Did you know that? It means pukyaka. It's crazy. In Hebrew, you say, which is weird. And my doctor's name, my GYN is Dr. Kos. And I was just like, you can't have that name. He's also the one that said to me, you are morbidly obese. And I said, oh my God. I had a baby, and they said to me, I thought you had the baby, and I wanted to cry. So when you hit 198, it's scary when your husband says, I've always been that size. That's you. I can't walk around like that. Everywhere I sat, my weight, I felt something rubbing on my thigh, and I could not wait to get home. I know what the fuck was on my thigh like this. I got home, it was my other thigh. Had rubbed my thigh. It was rubbing. I can't have all that. That was too much for me, and those boobs, forget about it. And you know, you're supposed to pop it open. I'm on a plane. This man sits next to me and goes, oh, I got a great seat. And I was like, this is disgusting. Because I got to feed my kid. That's not even it. Then I'm sitting there with Tova trying to change her diaper. I turn around. There's a guy whacking off on American Airlines, okay? Now, you mean to tell me we can't catch him and we on the same plane? I lost my mind on American Airlines. They said, how do you know what he was doing? I said, because I've seen it done before. I could not believe this, man. I was just like freaking out. And when things like that happen to women or in front of you, it's just like I fell asleep on a train. And I was mad at my girlfriend because she opened her mouth and said something about my boyfriend. It was a big deal. I used to go out with this guy, son of a Yankee. I'm not going to get into it. But I knew some friends that were selling Camaros. He wanted a Camaro. I didn't know he didn't know friends like mine. He gets arrested. It's a stolen car. It's so embarrassing. I know. What kind of girlfriend am I, right? What did I know? He said he wanted one. So anyway, why am I telling you this? My girlfriend gets in touch with my other girlfriend's mother to tell her. And I was like, this is before social media. So it's telegraph, telling nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like that fast. It gets around like that fast. I was just like, oh, so I was so mad at her. So she gives me flowers to make up for it. So I got to carry flowers from Wall Street on the train, okay, from the World Trade Center to get to Jersey, right? I got these friggin' flowers, right? Now I'm pissed off at her. And I wake up and this guy is taking his pinky and going around my breast, my nipple. I jump up and I tell these black guys, I said, you have to help me. They were touching my, and they start laughing. They're like, what breast? That's New York, man. I went right to the Puerto Ricans. I know who to go to. I was like, mira, ayúdame, tú no sabes qué pasa conmigo. Blah, 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 blah. And they ran after him. I was so glad. And he had them titties like P. Titty. He was running. I was like, get him, get him. My titty was out. Nobody noticed. It was crazy. I've had a lot going on with my titties. I don't have any. You know what I mean? It's like, it's so crazy because men feel the need when I'm dating to tell me I love dating women with small breasts. And I'm like, I love a man who could fill them up. That's how you get a man. And of course, on the third date, you always say, oh, stop, it's too big. All right, so now that I've given you hints for your honeymoon, we're going to start up with the director of the Film Actors Cafe, somebody who makes acting fun again. Remember that acting's supposed to be fun. And he has a method, and he'll tell you about that after he does his set, the one and only Aaron McIntyre.
Yeah. Put my coat down. Yeah, it's time to get to work, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying. God, I don't know where to go with that. I don't know where to go with that. I mean, I could give you some of my breast, but, you know, could do like a transfer or something. Transplant. I'll transplant my boobs onto you, baby. Yeah, you give me some hair. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a mess. I'm just a total mess. I am. I'm bald, right? You notice that, right? You haven't noticed that? And I'm white, which is a fucking bummer. Yeah, you didn't notice that. I know, I do look a little swarthy. I look like, I've been out in the sun. If I took my pants off right now, it would blind you. No. I have hair growing everywhere, except where I want it, right? Except up here, that's the only place. It grows on my shoulders. And my ex-wife, when we first met, she waxed my shoulders. Yeah, that was not good because then the hair grows out like really weird and it's like this little forest coming. I know. Well, I'm not a very romantic guy. Yeah. Yeah, I've got it growing out of here, like on the top of my ears. So I have to shave my ears, which is really, and it's stubbly too. It's strong. And my pussy. I know. It's not my pussy. I know. That I do keep trimmed. I don't know for who, because I haven't been in a relationship in like 14 years. Oh, that was 14 years ago. No, it wasn't 14 years ago. It wasn't. No, that was dog years. So it's actually only been about 2. And we could take this outside and have a conversation. That'd be nice, huh? Yeah, it's just I haven't been in a relationship for a really long time, and I don't think I'm going to. I'm done. It's just too much. I just think my ex-wife was just a very unhappy woman with me. I don't understand because I'm a nice guy, I'm not a bad guy, but I got this. I had to have a nose job, right? I had to have a nose job. It wasn't like, I asked for the Nicole Kidman. They gave me the Jennifer Aniston. It's just, it just doesn't work, and it didn't work. It's supposed to open up your nose because, if I breathe in and out through my nose, I can't do it, and I have tried a lot of that, actually, for years and years and years, and that could be it. It just collapsed. But, yeah, so the top part just drops down, and so I got to sleep on my right side so that the gravity will open my, my nostril over here. And it's just terrible. My left leg is 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches shorter than my right one, which, makes me walk like this. To where, if I were black, it would look cool, I'd look, hey, baby, what's up? But I'm not. I'm white. Oh, what else? I'm mentally ill. I got a certification and everything, I'm certified. Anybody else certified in here? Yeah, I knew that was coming. Yeah, and anybody else just mentally ill? Everybody, raise your hand. If we're sitting in this room, we are mentally ill. Am I right? That's the only thing that would get us in here. I had a mother and a father, both. I had them both. No test tubes involved, no petri dishes, nothing like that. I went and took care of my mom right at the end of COVID, took care of her for like 6 months. And I didn't do a very good job because she died, but I'm not. And she would have loved that joke, by the way. She would have loved that joke. She would have laughed so hard. Yeah. She really wanted to go. It was time, It's like you get to a certain place where as when you're getting old, you start getting to that place to where it's like, this is really not worth it. It's like, I've already figured out what my last word is going to be. Anybody else figured out what your last word? My last word is going to be finally. Yeah, I know. But that's mental illness. I got used to it, Bipolar, so, it's like 6 months of feeling like you're the worst piece of shit on the earth, and then another 6 months of going, oh my God, we're all one. You and I, we're all made of stardust. I wonder how many people it took to make this stool. It's kind of weird. Yeah, well, and both sides, people don't want to be around that, Oh, is that right? Oh, how nice. Yeah, how's he doing? No. Oh my God, that was terrible. I don't know. It's something gets thrown out, it's there. I mean, what are you gonna do? Now, see, I've upset Sunda, and I didn't mean to do that. No, I got a story about Robin. Yeah. Yeah, when I was a young tyke, I was pretty young. It was early '80s. Yeah, I used to do the stand-up clubs up in San Francisco. And at that time, it was like you had open mic, and it went till 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it went from like 8 o'clock at night till 2 o'clock in the morning, and there were just so many comics. And so of course, when you start off, you're going to be put at the bottom of the list. So all night long, people would go, oh, I hear Robin's coming in. Robin's going to come in and do a set. Robin's going to come in. Robin's going to come in. And so you sit there until 1:30 in the morning, and then he walks in and does 20 minutes and walks out the door, and so does everybody else. And it's like now I'm sitting with 3 comics at 2 o'clock in the morning, and they're trying to, support me as much as they can, which they weren't as supportive back then. I don't know. In the early 80s, they were not supportive. It was like a knife fight. It was like, yeah, and everybody's trying to out-funny each other, and I'm not clever. I'm just not. I'm not quick. So I just felt totally out of place. He was hairy? Mm-hmm, I know. I've seen those. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very, very furry. He's a very furry man. Yeah. You like, yeah. Yeah, I like puzzles. Yeah. Oh, I love puzzles. Yeah. I had a horse. Did you ever want a horse? Did you ever one of those horses?
My friend had a mini pony.
Well, that's what I had.
It was like aggressive.
I didn't want one.
Yeah, they're mean.
I did not want one. And you know what? My brother said, oh, he's got to have a horse. He's got to have, so they got me this little Shetland pony. No, guess how much that horse cost? A whole horse. Like a whole horse. $10. $10. It was a $10 horse. There was a whole herd of them out in this field, and there's all these little shitty fucking Shetland ponies, and they're all running around, and they go out there, and my brother's like, oh, he's riding in the rodeo now suddenly. I don't know where the hell that came from. We grew up in the military. He never did anything, and then all of a sudden he goes, oh, I'm a cowboy. So he goes out and he ropes the thing. It took 5 adults to get this stupid little horse into a trailer. It's raining, it's lightning, everything's going crazy. We get it into the trailer. Yeah, that's it, man. That's $10. $10. Well, this was a long time ago. Well, that's the end of the story. We haven't gotten there yet, you know. I need no prompts about this story. So anyway, my brother decides that I need to be the one who breaks the horse. So they put sandbags on it, and they put a bridle in it. They got this whole little deal that they do, and they walk the horse around, and then they go, okay, now we got to put a person on. Guess who that person's going to be? Me. So we go down to this little creek bed. Horse bucks me off, throws me on my ass, and my brother picks me up and goes, can't let the horse know you're afraid of him. And he puts me back on like 5 times. I get bucked off this horse. I'm just screaming, crying. We get to this ditch. Yeah, I was 6. I was a 6-year-old child. Well, if I was older than that, my feet would be dragging on the ground. This was such a small horse. Yeah, it was really bad. I hated that. I hated that horse. Just he was mean. Any opportunity, you know, you'd be walking by and he'd just go, just fucking, and they got strong jaws. You know, carrots. That's what they eat. They fucking. Well, I hated that horse until I was going to school one day. It had been snowing, and I looked out the school bus window, and Puzzles was laying in the ditch, dead. He died. He got hit by a car. Yeah. It is fucked up. I was, which is kind of funny because I didn't like the horse. I really hated that horse. But I ended up horseless. No, and then they bought me another one. I didn't want another one. They bought me a bigger one. It's the same kind of damn thing. It's like, you know, it looked like a puzzle. Oh, yeah, okay. So just quickly, guess what my second horse's name was?
I was just gonna ask.
Billy Buck.
What the fuck?
Billy Buck. Why would you give a 12-year-old a horse called Billy Buck?
6 years went by.
Yeah, 6 years went by. And in that time, we went to far lands. We went to Japan for a while, and my dad is in the military, so we moved around a lot. But, 12 years. No, he's Air Force. Air Force, he was a fly boy. Yeah, he was pretty cool. He was a good dad. My mom, she was pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I have an acting class here. Tuesday night, 7 p.m. You got to show up, try it out. We've got comedy scripts that are current, some of them that are vintage stuff, but it's still good. Jennifer's in the class. We got George came last night, Sunda. Yeah. So and Hunter and it's all great. So show up right here Tuesday night 7 p.m. We'll get you started. First one's free, just like heroin. 'Cause we're gonna get you hooked. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name's Aaron McIntyre. You've been great. I love you.
Got a feeling way down in my soul and I cannot move. 'Cause he's on his way. I'm mighty glad you stayed. Thank you for staying, Aaron. That was really great. We really enjoyed that. See? Thank you so much. Even if you have to pee, don't move. Don't move. Because you're going to be in the house with the one and only Armando Lee. Come on, let's do this. Yee. Get off of my cloud.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy 2026. Yes. Happy Year of the Horse. And the horse, yes. The horse, not the horse, the horse. The horse in the Chinese calendar. Yeah, the fire horse. My New Year's resolution. Eat more vegetables. Yeah, I feel like I'm not getting enough vegetables. Need more greens in my life because right now the only greens that I've been having are cannabis greens right now. Yes. So we need more greens in my life. That's my New Year's resolution, to eat more vegetables. I got to tell you, I love to say a nice good evening, by the good evening. Although I will say some girls do find it creepy when I say it is a little creepy. As a good evening, they look at me like, why does this guy sound like he's about to drink my blood? Like, good evening. Can I interest you in my dog collection? But I like the way that it sounds. Good evening. I think it elevates an experience, adds a little classy. Try it next time at a drive-thru when you're going to a McDonald's, a little drive-thru experience. Instead of saying, hey, can I have the chicken nuggets, a chocolate shake, a double cheeseburger, why not enhance the experience with a good evening? Can I please have 12 of your finest chicken figments, a lush malt, and a duet of bovine medallion shrouded in dairy veil. I think that's how you say a fancy way of saying double cheeseburger. But good evening, everybody. My name is, and Happy New Year. My name is Armando Yi Jr. Yes, Armando Yi Jr. There's Armando Yi 1.0, Armando Yi 2.0. I got the good English, thankfully. I got the good English. Yes, yes, I did. A lot of people say, Yi, you don't look like a Yi. What is that? Is that Korean? Is that Filipino? Is that one of those non-binary pronouns? Yi? No, Yi, it's Chinese. I'm Mexican Chinese. I'm Mexinese. Yeah, yes, Mexinese. My dad is a quarter Chinese. My mother is Mexican. And of course, that makes me 100% confused. Yes, especially when people ask me, what kind of rice do you like, Armando? What kind of rice? You like brown rice, white rice, yellow? I like it all. I love all types of rice. Growing up in a Mexican Chinese household, we had some very exotic meals. We would have things like wonton caldo. Craziest thing is we had burritos with fortune cookies inside. Yes, burritos with fortune cookies inside. Yeah, it was nasty. I didn't know if I was getting dessert or if it was some sort of warning. Burritos with fortune cookies inside. But I will tell you, a lot of people say, Armando, what is the most Chinese part about you? What is Chinese about you? I say, the most Chinese part of my body. Yeah, the most Chinese part of my body, my brain. Yes. Don't worry, ladies. Good at calculations. Yes. Very that Chinese calculating brain. I can calculate how many tacos I can eat before I pass out. Yes. I can also calculate how much free chips and salsa I can get before they start charging me at the restaurant. So certainly comes in handy. I will say, I was born and raised in San Diego, California. Yes, Barrio Logan, Chula Vista, Chula Juana, La Jolla, Del Mar. Born and raised in San Diego, California, but I grew up in Tijuana, and I'd have to cross the border every single day. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, I had to cross the border every single day, and yeah, crossing the border every day, you become bilingual very quickly. Yeah. I learned Spanish, English, and Border Patrol small talk. Yeah, Border Patrol small talk. Border Patrol small talk is real. I'll never forget it. Some of the first English I ever learned happened at the border. Car pulls up to the border. Officer knocks on the window. And this really was very young me. I'd say, good morning, officer. Officer asks you to roll down the window. You roll down the window. He then goes, anything to declare? And these really were some of my very first English words. I'll never forget it. I'd say, no declaration, no apple, no banana, no mango. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I hope he doesn't check my backpack. I've got 3 bean and cheese burritos, an extra large bag of hot Cheetos, and my cousin Jorge hiding in a Pringles can. Hope he doesn't find that, yes. But I made it across safely. By the time I sat down in the classroom, I had been patted down, profiled, cross-examined, and interrogated. And that was just by my abuelita, my grandmother. Yes, my grandmother. Yes, I love my grandmother. She just wanted to check that I had my little lunch, my little tacos for school. I'll tell you, speaking of my grandmother, I love mi abuelita. She's about to turn 83 years of age, and she still loves to get crunk. She loves to cut the beer. Yeah, she loves to cut the beer. At this point, I'm not sure it's just beer. I think she's using it as her vitamins and supplements. I say, abuelita, grandmother, did you take your meds today? And she turns and looks at me, and she says, yeah, sí, mijo, yes. I just took 2 cold ones with lime. I say, yes. Say, abuelita, 2 cold ones with lime. It's 10 a.m. My grandmother, she loves to cook. And she thinks that everything is enhanced with Tecate beer. She'll be making carne asada at Tecate. Frijoles beans at Tecate. In Spanish, we have something called that is a pastel, a cake of 3 milks, a pastel de 3 leches. She added a 4th milk. Yes, 3 leches. She added a 4th milk. What did she add? Tecate beer, of course. She added Tecate beer. Yes. Sometimes she'll be taking care of the kids. I walk into the house. Banda music is blasting. She's got a beer held up high. I walk in, and she gives the Spanish version of the up, down, center, in. I walk in. I'm not sure if she's taking care of the kids or if it's a quinceañera. Yes, it is that lively of an environment. Very lively. It's crazy. She's crazy. I love my grandmother. The craziest thing I'll tell you, though, is she'll be putting the kids to sleep, and most of us will read them little bedtime stories, little fairy tales. She'll just read whatever's on the beer can. She'll be like, whoop, Well, once upon a time, proudly brewed in Mexico since 1943. And all the kids are like, wow, abuelita, tell us that one again about the cerveza con carácter. That's a beer with character. Yes, love my grandmother. More than abuelita, she's the super abuelita, la mujer maravilla de Tecate. I will say I'm still fairly young. I'm 35. I think I'm still fairly young. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm the white hairs of wisdom here. But I've been having to take more and more pills every single week. And at this point, I don't even know what they're for anymore. I don't. They've got crazy names like echinacea, lion's mane, ashwagandha. Ashwagandha. I'm not sure if I'm taking supplements or auditioning Pokemon. Seriously, yes. But I take them. I take them. Somebody at the gym is like, this is going to get you strong. It's going to give you brain clarity. And I'm like, perfect. Give me 12. I'll take them. And the pills are humongous. Fucking pills. They're so big. They're huge. And the bottles like take 6 of these. I was just going to say the bottles like take 6 of these huge pills 6 times a day. I'm like, fuck, if I swallow these, I'm not going to need lunch or dinner. I'm going to need a vet. They're so big. Shoot, man. And to be quite honest with you, I don't know if they make a difference. I don't know if they work. I really don't. But But you know what? The Reddit community, and this young lady says they work. And if the Reddit community says they work, I'm like, say less, perfect strangers. I trust you entirely with my metabolism and my cardiovascular health. Most mornings, I wake up very early in the morning. You can find me in my kitchen being like, ashwagandha, I choose you. And I pop them in. Let me try that again. Ashwagandha, I choose you. And then I pop it in. Yes. Yeah. But gosh, man, empty stomach sometimes. I will say, you know what's driving me crazy? Waymos, self-driving cars, yes. Waymo self-driving, they're driving me insane. I was just going to say, just right now on the way over here, one of them got aggressive on me. One of the self-driving got aggressive on me, cuts me off. I honk so hard. He cut me off. I honk so hard. I screamed so hard. I almost turned blue in the face. Yeah, and then I realized there's nobody inside. There's nobody inside that car. I felt like I was screaming at a vending machine that stole my dollar. Yes, and at that point, I wasn't even mad anymore. I was just having an emotionally charged bonding experience with mechanical appliance. But I will say this. I am an optimist. I like to look at the positive side of things. Back in the day, I'd lay on the horn at somebody. I'd honk at somebody. They'd cut me off. They'd flip me off. They'd flip me off, curse at me, chase me for 3 exits down the freeway. Now, with a self-driving car, I can lay on the horn for 20 minutes straight, and the car will just be like, thank you very much for the feedback. Updating software. That's what it says in a little bit more robotic voice. But here's the thing. I will say, I believe that self-driving cars are the best thing to have happened for the dating scene in Los Angeles. Yes. If a date is going well, there's no need to worry about the small talk, no judgment, no Uber guy trying to give you dating advice. It's just you, the date, and that Waymo self-driving car being like, destination updated, getting down to business. Yes. I call a Waymo if a date is going well. I call a Waymo. If it's not going well, I call a regular Uber. So, but in Spanish we say, "Órale pues, let's roll." Happy New Year, guys! Happy 2026. It's going to be a very special year. Give it up for the wonderful Sunda, the great Aaron, Jen, everybody doing a great job. Happy New Year, everybody.
I got a mess over here now. I'm trying to do my fingers. And I should have interrupted while you were on. Because you know why? People are getting their tapes. So when you speak to them, you pick up. So they're going to get everything you say and they can't use their tape. That's okay, because you're going on next. So we want to see. Yes. Let's give it up for the one and only Simone Ford. Simone.
Hi, how are you?
Right.
Okay, so I just moved here from New York like a month ago. We're in America still. Damn. Let's talk about white men. Okay, so I guess LA is a little bit different. Like, obviously there's white men all over America, right? But like in LA, it's like they like create this illusion of like having money and advertise it so they can get girls that are gold diggers, and then they complain about attracting gold diggers. Okay, so like this is the mindfuck I've been dealing with for the past month. So last week I went on 2 dates with a CEO of a record label. I can't disclose his name. I didn't sign an NDA, but I'm just not going to disclose his name. And so, like, by the second date, we go out to Firefly in West Hollywood. Like, it's nice. It's not Manhattan, but it's nice. And it's like the whole date, he's just like complaining / bragging about all the gold diggers that have used him for like Ubers and what's it called? The self-driving car. Yeah, that shit. Whatever. I'm from the Motor City. I have 2 cars and a bike. I normally drive myself, but he picked me up, and that's where things went left, because it's like when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. So like after he's like successfully bragged for like 30 minutes about the 5th girl that used him, it's like, okay, dude, like I'm just gonna get up and go. So he's like, you know, we can go somewhere else. Like, you're going there if we go somewhere else. Like, I need to go. And so, you know, I get in the Uber and I leave, and then I get on TikTok, and like people are saying the same thing that I just said. Like, these men are literally creating this image, you know, posting the cars, posting the Jaguars, posting the Pateks, posting the Audemars, but yet you're mad that you're attracting the women that are attracted to that. So I know it's not me. Like, I am like, something's wrong, but I know like it's not just me. And so, like, at this point, it's like, okay, so my mom lives in Mexico. So she's in the Yucatan, and she abandoned me 15 years ago. So here I am, and obviously my mom's not black, my dad was. So I've been abandoned, and then after that, my dad died. So I'm just here in America for, like, 11 years, and I'm, like, navigating the world knowing that no one gives a fuck about black women in America. And so, like, then, like I say, I have experiences like that with the CEO guy, and it's like, okay, I'm not rich, but like I don't need a man. I wasn't sold the advertisement. Like I said, I have 2 cars, I have a house. Like that wasn't why I'm going out on this date. I genuinely want to get married and have kids. So I'm fucked though. I'm fucked in these streets of LA. Okay, I'm completely fucked because I actually want true love. So here I am, like, going through this, and it's like, who do I call, you know? And I don't feel safe, you know, even in the car when I'm driving around, there's, like, men looking in the car. Like, you know how it is. Like, there's even women looking in the car. Like, everyone's looking in the car, okay? Like, I'm a black woman. I'm sexualized by society. That's just how it goes. So I'm calling my mom, you know, like, Mom, I don't feel safe. I abandon you, and I'm so sick of you calling me, telling me you don't feel safe. Like, remember that episode of Kardashians? Like, I have anxiety. Are you sure it's safe? Like, this is me every morning. I wake up and, like, navigate through the matrix that we call America. I really hope we make her great again, because I'm literally, like, after this year, if I don't, like, meet my husband, I'm just going to go to Europe and just be treated like a black queen. Okay. So that's where I'm at, you guys. I hope you guys have a great 2026. My name is Simone Ford. You can find me on Instagram, XO_Lady S.
Yes. There you go. How's that for her debut here? There you go. We got these hormones going. See that? See that? See that? So much fun. I'm going to bring up this diva who gets your social media going. And she's here right now for you. And let's give it up for Divine. Yes, Jennifer Flores.
Happy New Year's, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, my God, thank you. Thank you so much. Honestly, I don't know. I'm unprepared today. You practiced in your car. I didn't practice at all. I think that I'm just trying to, like, I guess, improv in the spot. So I've been trying to, like, think about certain things to talk about, because I'm like, I feel like I've gone through a lot of specific scenarios. But then when I come up here, I'm like, I don't know, like, you know, right. So I grew up Pentecostal, and that's like I guess like a branch of Christianity where it gets really culty. Like, you know, think long skirts. You know, you can't chew bubble gum in the church because I don't know. I guess the devil's gonna enter your mouth through the gum. Yeah, and it was just very like, okay, imagine like a typical Friday Bible study night for me would be like us watching Illuminati YouTube videos about how Beyonce and Lady Gaga and Rihanna and Katy Perry, they're all like trying to like summon demons through the songs, and you know, we'd reverse them, and I'd be like, oh my God, like. But I'm still like this song. I'm like Beyonce, like I'm watching it. I'm like, Beyonce looks so good in this video. Like, fuck. But I'm like, what? No way she really said like, bring the kids to the dark. I'm like, what? I don't know about that, but I know about the rest. Anyways, so yeah, like that would be a typical time with me at church. Let me see. Let me look at my card. I wrote a couple of things. Let's see. So a lot of it was like I had like a lot of like devout people in my life, like my mom, my grandma. My mom was like, she's down for God to this day. She loves him down, and I love that for her. I really do. So for me, it was kind of like I'm more of like a literal girl. Like I'm a Virgo, so sometimes it's like if it doesn't make sense in my head, like I'm just not gonna feel it. Like I will be detached. And my prayers would go something like this, like, dear God, thank you so much for my life. Like, God, thank you for my family. Keep us all safe. Keep us all, like, healthy. I really want powers. So if I could really just get some powers, if I'm the chosen one, like, make me the chosen one. Like, I'm ready. I'm here. Like, I think I have the story for it. Like, if you're ready to choose me, I'm ready to commit any powers. Like, just give me a sign. Let me move, like, something. Like, that was the real power. Another one was because I saw this thing, like, even though Katy Perry would be in the Illuminati videos, she would have interviews where she says she grew up Christian, right? And one of her prayers was for big boobs, right? And so a lot of my prayers would be like, please, Lord, like, I really want boobs. Like, I promise, like, I won't do anything crazy with them. Like, I just want the boobs. Like, everybody else in my family has boobs, so I think it'd be right if I get boobs too. Like, can I please have some boobs? Like, please. Girl, the boobs are barely coming in. So, I mean, you have to be patient with God. You do. You have to be patient. Another one would be, I would just be like based it on anything I would see. So like I loved Home Makeover Project. I lived in an apartment and I was like, Mom, please, Lord, like, please, Mom. I think my mom would love this. Like, can we please get Home Makeover Project, like, to come to our house, da-da-da-da. Honey, we live in an apartment, but it's not clicking to me. I'm like, please, God, like, we would really benefit from this house. Like, let them come and then we all get a room and then we can all, like, be moved to a bigger house. Babe, I love my apartment. Yeah. So growing up Pentecostal was very fun. Like, it would be really crazy. Like, they really tried to get me at a couple of times. And I feel like I kind of should have let them because they would tell me, like, you know, God comes before anything. He comes before school, your friends, your family, like, da-da-da-da-da. And my smart ass trying to be like, well, who's going to do my homework? Like, if God doesn't do my homework, I think he wants me to do my homework. I don't think he wants me to fail. Girl, maybe I should have been in the cult because then, like, I wouldn't be going through all these problems. I would just be illiterate and faithful. Like, ignorance is bliss for real. Like, now I'm, like, struggling. So this New Year's, it really didn't feel right to, like, have a New Year's resolution. I feel like last year, I was like, I want to read a lot of books. I want to keep exercising, you know, da-da-da-da. I did those things. Perfect. This year, I'm like, it's just so much shit happening. Like, you know, our government is like funding so many wars all around the world, and we're kidnapping foreign leaders, and we're bombing people on Christmas. I'm like, oh my God, like, should I go to Pilates every week and commit to like being on my pescatarian diet? I don't think so, babe. I don't think so. But that's why we're here, to share laughs, to share little stories. I hope you guys enjoyed mine. My name is Jennifer. I go by Divine on Instagram. My Instagram is Divine World, DivineeWRLD. I really love social media. I really treat that page like my resume. I love to edit. And I just have an eye for things. Like, if you want me to bring your personality to life on your page, contact me. So thank you so much. That was my set, and I'm going to bring up Sunda Krunkvist. Thank you. Thank you.
Jennifer, that was so good. That was so good. We got to get ready for your Spanish show. I keep telling the guys, we got to get ready for a Spanish show. It was funny, 'cause I was talking to Billy today. He's like, you talk about shows that are non-existent until they exist. That's how it is. When is May 5th? Coming up. You got to get ready. That's what it seems like till you're producing something, and you got to get your sponsor, then you got to get your hair did, and you got to get everybody else's hair did, then you got cancellation, then you fall at the playground, you get your kicks at the playground, and then somebody loses cocaine in your studio, and they call you and try to get you to come back because they're a bad drug dealer. Oh my God, this place is a zoo. This place is a zoo. I had a kid come in here, he had to be about 19, he said, look what I found in the car. And he had a bag of heroin. I said, what are you doing with this in here? My husband said, how do you know it's heroin? I said, because it's not cocaine. There's a difference in the way it looks. Even when you held it, you went like, as opposed to, Oh my God, I say she bangs. Let's bring her up, Shumaya Bang. Whoa, Shumaya Bang, baby.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Woo! Happy New Year's and Merry Christmas. Probably like, what? Merry Christmas in January? Yeah, that's right. Did you guys know it's Armenian Christmas? Did you know that? It is Christmas. So, I did not realize that Armenians celebrate Christmas. Now, let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Shumaya Bang Weinstein, and there's no relation to Harvey Weinstein, baby. No, it's all about the bang factor right here. So my banging ass decides to go to this event in Glendale. Now, going to Glendale for me, because I'm from New York, is like La Brea. If you watch that show, La Brea, I thought I went through a loophole and through a cave and over a bridge and through the Getty's Museum, and I was feeling spirits, and I was like, whoa. I get there, next thing I know is a big old sign says, Merry Hairy Christmas. I was very confused. So I get in there, you know, my friend, he's an amazing comedian. He invites me, so I'm studying, I'm in school, so I'm trying to like understand the craft, not just being a comedian, the presence, the aura, the energy. So I'm there for it, because, you know, I'm trying to be a professional, a professional, yes, and not just on my back, bitch, on my 2 feet. That's right. So I get there and I'm like taking pictures and I'm looking around and I'm like, damn, these women are fine. So it's like, wow, where am I? Are these like Persians? Because that's like all I know, because I live in Beverly Hills. That's like Beverly, Tahan, Tehran. There you go. So, you know, I'm from New York, so I'm really ignorant to this stuff. Like, I don't know Armenian, I don't really even know about Iranians, and I really don't know much about Mexicans either. So it's all new for me. I'm there. So I'm walking around, and my friend's like, yeah, these people are Armenian. I was like, oh, my God, no wonder Kim Kardashian is so damn fine. All these ladies are Kim Kardashian, and I don't even like women. I'm married to a man. And we're going to get to the gold digger joke later. I'll come back to that one. So, yeah, so I get up in there, and so I'm like, hairy Christmas. I'm like, wait, do these bitches got hairy pussy? Like, what the fuck? I was so confused. I was confused like you. I was even more confused. My friend did his show. He's amazing. I'm like, wow, he's been in the business 30 years. Then at the end, this one guy comes up, and, you know, I be like all over the place some days. I be so hyped up. So well, I met the first Mexican-Armenian jumping bean. He was all over the place, but I loved his energy. I was like, oh, my God, I think I met my people. Like, I really met my people. Oh, he was amazing. Jack Jr., like, I am a fan. Like, we got to work. Like, I'm trying to go to Saudi with you, because they're going to be like Armenian, Bangladeshi Jew, Armenian Mexican. They're going to be very confused. Now, you're probably wondering, Bangladeshi Jew, what did she just say? Yeah, bitches, I am a Jew. It's hard to believe. It is hard to believe. So I have no problem with white men. I can't get them off of all of that. I can't get them off my ass, literally. And my husband is one of them. And the girl's like, oh, my God, he loves you. I was like, I can't get rid of him, bitch. Took me 8 years to marry him. Well, for him to marry me. And then it took me like 3 years to get married. And now I'm like, I need a break. I think I need a divorce. So I said, all right, I got something better. I'm going to go do some comedy, because I'm just going to let out some steam, meet some fine very confused, because they're like, is that sugar mama. Don't you see me on stage? Like, if I was a gold digger, I would be in my bag at home right now, right? So for that reason, I feel like I am made under so much pressure. And that pressure gave me kidney stones, literally. Like, and it made me a legitimate, certified, stone cold surviving bitch. And that's how I celebrated my birthday. Yeah, in the hospital. You know, my rich husband, who we be popping bubblies, and we was supposed to go to eat Baldy. That's where Rihanna and A$AP be going. I thought I was gonna be Rihanna with my E, but bitch, I was in the hospital, and they was shooting up IV in my arms. That's what the fuck I was shooting up, not heroin and not no bubblies. So I come back from the dead. I died, and then I died, and then I died again. So here I am. And I come back, and they tell me, listen, I think you need a 9 to 5. One of my husband's friends says, I need a 9 to 5. I said, 9 to 5, bitch. I'm not gonna be on my 2 goddamn feet when I could be on my back, bitch. So I said, baby, I got you. Listen, I got something better. I'm gonna go back to the club. I heard Cardi B, she used to be up in them clubs getting that money to pay them bills. So I love you. I'm gonna go to the club. He said, wait, you going back to the strip club? Not on La Cienega. All my Jewish friends is gonna see you over there. I said, no, baby, I'm gonna be at the comedy club at Westwood. Los Angeles Comedy School made me. Sunda made me. When nobody believed in me, you believed in me. And my husband was right here, and he said, I can't believe you got talent. I said, but other than my mouth, I got other talents, baby. What? Yes, thank you, thank you. So, speaking of Waymo, let me tell you something. I think Waymo has a crush on me. I swear to God. Because, you know, I have a ritual. Every comedian has a ritual. So my ritual, I think Jen saw me the other day. I was like, damn, I was embarrassed. I was like, who is that next to me? I hope she didn't see me act a fool. So I'm driving, blasting, like whatever. It'll be like, I don't know. It could be I don't know. It could be whatever's playing. It could be where my dog's at, where my dog. It could be whatever. I'm like blasting, damn it. And every time I look over, there's a Waymo car. I pull up, he pull up. I pull up, he pull up. I'm like, nah, this is crazy. Because, you know, I'm from New York. So when I used to live in Harlem, the brothers be like, yo, mommy, the Puerto Rican guys, the black guys, everybody be like, papi chulo. So I'm used to the brothers hollering, mommy, mommy. Now I got Waymo hollering at me, bitch. What the fuck? Damn. Now let me tell you something. So I'm on this journey, like figuring out my career. Now you know you made it when fucking Scientology called your ass. Yo, the other day, I'm like, yeah, you want to take your career to the next? I'm like, yeah, I told my husband, you don't get me signed to your friend? And my husband worked for Mark Wahlberg. I'm about to go sign with Tom Cruise, bitch, because he's like, damn, I need to put a baby up in that. You don't know, baby. You don't know me. I came. I'm like you. I didn't come to play. I did not come to play. So, that being said, oh, I got a good one for you. Now, 2026 is the year of the women comedians. Let me tell you something. It really, really is. Because back in the days, and the brothers that we learn from y'all. Like, I love the brothers. The brothers, they've been doing it forever. I mean, especially like the Kings and all the brothers. Oh my God, I can go name Dave Chappelle personally. I met when I was 16 years old with my pedophile boyfriend. And we was all smoking weed in George Washington, that park. And he was cracking jokes. And I was like, damn, he's funny. And I don't know what he was smoking, but it was good. Like, so I told my husband, don't call me Shemaya Weinstein. I'm Shemaya Chappelle, bitch, now. That's it. Where's my joint at and where's my Netflix special? So you don't sign me and get your people to sign me. Tom Cruise about to take all this, baby. Yes, you can get it. And speaking of getting it, I'm going to end this one for you because I think you'll like it. So, you know, when I was younger, before my marriage days, there was this special guy. His name was Special. He was real special. And then now there's a new guy in town, and I call him Heavy, baby. He is heavy. Not like that, baby. Not like that. Your mind is in the wrong place. Yeah, and maybe Heavy there too. I don't know yet. But he's a heavyweight boxing champion, and I am loving this man because when I saw him, he was like a fine, tall, black, giant, chocolate, extra large bar. I was like, damn, who is that man? And I'm only 5'1". I think I see Pharaoh. Because, I'm Jewish, right? And I'm Cleopatra at the same time. Because I'm looking for King Solomon out here in these streets. Yeah, so I'm in love with this brother. I'm in love with the stripper. Well, he's a boxer. So I'm like, damn, he's fine. So I call my sister because she loved the brother. That's all she dates is black men. Brown girl dating black men because I'm from Bangladesh, right? So she loved the brother. So I said, damn, girl, I found me. My thing is, if I can't marry him, why I want you to marry him? She said, what you mean? I said, yeah, I found a guy I like. So since I'm married, maybe you can like him. She said, what's his name? I said, you know that guy, Anthony Joshua? She said, bitch, everybody likes him. You late to the party, especially the black women. Well, I said, well, now you got all this brown. Women gonna be loving him too, baby, and we need you to come back and fight. And I'm sorry for your loss for your 2 friends, but let this be a lesson. If I could do it, you could do it. Anyways, that's my time. That's my moment. Thank you for having me. And you can find me on TikTok and Instagram at Shumaya Bang, ShumayABang, LA School of Comedy with Sundra. Make sure you come. Any nights, come out here, get on this stage. You got it too, baby.
We got to get these femme fatales together. All this beautiful love here tonight. This is what we do. And now I'm stealing jokes. Oh, no, these are yours, huh? You type? She's smart. She's one of them smart comedians. Well, this has been a fantastic night for all of us, I think. And I hope you guys that are tuning in that you really take advantage of this class that's coming on Tuesday. Aaron teaches a class that's really good for comedians because you guys think you know all the answers, and you do, but we don't want the writers to know that. So do that, and then we have the Right Club coming back with Dustin Chafin, and then we have a new one that's opening, and that's in a couple of weeks, and I'm here whenever you guys want your classes, and you know who you are. When you don't show up and you call me, I got to stalk you. And throwing shade. Thank you, Jennifer, and thank you, Aaron. Without you guys tonight, there would be no show. Good night, everybody. Good night.